All right. Tools that you might need when you're out on the road and you might get stuck or stranded, whatever. Flushable wipes. Flushable wipes. Why? You might get to a stop and, well, you need to take care of a little business. They might not have any toilet paper. Once you discover there's no toilet paper, you're probably going to waddle back to your truck. You're going to grab this. That way you don't have to track anybody down, whatever. Or you might get stuck out in the middle of nowhere in a traffic jam or a storm. Trust me, desperate times call for desperate measures. Pin. Always bring a pin with you. Don't get to a shipper or receiver and not have one of these. Why? Because it looks like you don't know what you're doing. You're obviously going to need one. Flashlight. These always come in handy. You might be hooking up at night. Whenever you hook up, you want to get underneath your trailer. Check your fifth wheel. Shine the light on the locking pin. Just a simple tug with your truck once you hook up to the trailer is one step, but the next step is to go underneath your trailer and make sure that's locked. Because sometimes you might tug and you think you're locked in, but you're not. Crawl underneath your trailer where your fifth wheel is and you're connected to your trailer, and make sure that pin, that little bar, goes all the way across on your fifth wheel to make sure your trailer doesn't fall off. Water. Just a little bit of water is good to bring with you. Again, what if you get stranded? Bad weather, no one can get to you. You don't want to be dehydrated. Huh? Who wants that? Tin snips. These are good for cutting off seals, cutting zip ties. It's needed. Vice grips. Adjustable. Your tandems have a pull bar on the intermodal containers. Sometimes those pull bars don't lock once you pull the bar all the way out so you can slide your tandems. Use this. Lock it onto that pull bar. It holds it in the out position. When you're done, release it where you need it. Comes in handy. I need to keep on going on this. Tools. Bring any kind of tool that you might need. Wrenches. Pliers. Especially if you're an owner-op and you can't just make a phone call. Hey, I'm broke down. What do I do? Yeah. Here's one that people don't carry. Propane torch. This is for the owner ops. If you're work for a carrier, fine. You don't really have to have it. A good example of needing it, your glad hands break off. Okay, let's say your glad hand breaks off right there where the hose meets the glad hand. Okay, you got a real bad leak. Now you can't engage or disengage your brakes. What you can do is you can cut that hose, pull off the spring that's on the wire. There's videos online of how to do this. Once you've done that, you can heat up the actual glad hand itself. You can leave it connected to a trailer. Heat up that little nipple, I'm going to call it, and don't heat the hose itself because it'll just melt and make a mess. So you heat the nipple, and then with all your strength, you push that hose on the nipple, and it melts in place, and boom, your hose is fixed. Now you're back on the road. Headset. This isn't a paid product placement, but I've been pretty happy with this Blue Parrot. It's the Blue Parrot. I don't know what the hell it is. It's too dirty. But I use it all the time. Okay? It's hands-free. You don't have to hold and try to drive like that. You need to make phone calls on a regular basis when you're a driver. Still not the safest thing to do is, you know, be on the phone all day when you're driving, but, you know, you need to make phone calls. That's all there is to it. And having a headset of some sort, you don't have to buy the most expensive one. Just buy one that works. But this Blue Parrot's been good to me. The little earpiece is comfortable. The sound quality is pretty good. Yeah, get one. Also, some things that I'm not going to hold up on camera. Blankets, pillows. One time I was working for a certain carrier, and my fuel gauge went out. Thought I had plenty of fuel. No. Ran out of fuel. The fuel gauge was stuck on half a tank. You say, well, Chris, well, that's your fault. You should have taken the lid off the tank and checked. Well, I didn't. So I got stuck out. It was 17 degrees out. You talk about cold? It was cold. I waited hours and hours and hours for someone to come. Luckily, my family members were close by when I decided to throw in the towel and purchase my own fuel on my own dollar. The company, I think it was like Super Bowl night or something crazy, and basically no one could come out and assist me except for my family members, and thank goodness they were there, because I would have froze. And yeah, bring blankets and pillows and things like that to stay warm in the wintertime if you get stuck out. Good tip.